record like a little next time on blah blah blah. I don't know. I don't even know what's up.
Cool.
Hey, welcome back to Probably Channel 5. I'm Alex.
Shay here.
And we're doing a do. Mm-hmm. Here we go in round 2.
I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Good.
You got it. Cool.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm as breathing... Calm as?
Calm breathing air.
Calms breathing air of the planet of the present, but living... Fuck. The light thickens. I thicken back.
Flicker.
Good job. I love it.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
It's low-key a problem, but it's not a problem.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
It's cool.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty hard to read.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It
wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it was our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild.
That was
mild?
You're like whispering?
Yeah, well, you know.
It's fine.
Cool. Something else to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Fuck yeah, Yuri's into ghosts.
Yeah.
It's not even a question.
Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Pibby.
Really? You must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more to tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, the subject of the poem is not only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
Eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Yeah, Climax and Wrath was great. Nah! If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Pippi.
Me too. Actually, though, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Really, for real. Alright, Monica.
Go for it.
Yeah. Hi, Pibby. Having a good time so far? Do you want to take over for Monica, too?
No.
Alright. Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. Hey, by the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring them up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
What a sweetheart.
Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Pibby. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But if that's the sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I love the part about the wrath. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. Man, Yuri's great. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it by just feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. I'm sure it'll end up being trying some It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. I need to lean forward.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but it'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everybody else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. No, I've played this kind of game before. That's exactly what I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Ah-ha-ha-ha. Ah-ha-ha-ha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who just claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Ooh, this is a long one.
Mm-hmm.
Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
How's that one?
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one painted a really good picture. So, what do you think? It's very freeform. Yeah, it did feel pretty freeform. It was just kind of stream of consciousness.
Definitely.
Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Ah-ha-ha-ha. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently, staring into a hole in the wall. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Did she kill somebody? Is she like a murderer? Are they all murderers? I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Aw, hell yeah! Sometimes when you're writing a poem, or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening.
There you go.
Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monaco are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up.
Oh no.
How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it.
Oh boy.
Which people did, by the way.
Oh boy.
Sayori liked it. And Pibby did too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Pibby liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh?
I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I meant. You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Pibby appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you think he appreciated my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No.
Now you know how it feels.
Yeah. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Pibby started showing up.
Wait, what?
Not
Is Yuri stuffing her bra?
Maybe. You did.
Oh, Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Pibby. She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Pibby. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and Jesus Christ. the most effectively.
So, I kind of agree with Yuri in this situation. I like a good simple poem, but I think a good poem, and this is obviously completely subjective, but I appreciate a poem. Really?
Yeah.
I appreciate poems where, you have to read it a few times, and then, every time you do, you get a different flavor, or a different layer. So, I side with Yuri, you side with Natsuki.
Yeah.
Who wins?
Natsuki, obviously.
Yeah?
Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Pibby? Well?
Goo. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know writing anything about anything. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori. Well, I don't want, Natsuki to hate me.
Well, if you choose Natsuki, Yuri's gonna hate you.
Yeah, so should we just play the middleman in this? Just dump it all on Sayori?
You could do that, but you're still gonna get hate.
Oh yeah, damned if I do, damned if I don't.
Plus, that could possibly put you on the Sayori route.
Well, I guess we gotta do it for the memes. Get in there, Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem.
See?
Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because your some opinion of someone's a
That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Ugh.
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. That was her that...
Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. Oh, she's trapped. At this point, being defiant only because she can't. She's being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Oh, Sayori, she doesn't need to.
You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. Damn.
Oh, poor Natsuki.
I'm sorry. This must be breaking your heart right now.
Oh, it's okay.
On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it into the trash. No.
Oh, that's sad. Natsuki.
She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair.
Sigh.
Everything alright?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
Nah. How could anyone have not gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you.
Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, baby. You're too kind. I'm thankful for having you a part of this club now.
It's nothing.
One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about,
I don't know.
I would never do anything so shameful.
Oh, the boob thing.
Yeah. So...
Oh, you mean the boob thing? Oh no, I wasn't, Eh? What thing did Natsuki say?
Never mind. Well, never mind. Okay.
That's fine.
I'm going to make some tea.
Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? I think it was an absolute failure. I think this was failure to launch.
It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly.
Pibby, how about you? I loved it. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. Goo? I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Baby, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
Oh, yeah, what do you mean?
Between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they made good friends with you.
Phew. Pibby, it's nice that you get to spend time with whoa. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. He's not really in a situation.
Well, being surrounded by women, obviously.
It's not like a...
He's gonna try to have sex with all of them.
They're just dudes hanging out.
Yeah.
Everybody's just dudes hanging out.
Uh-huh.
Sure, being friends with everybody is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Can I has fuck? We'll just have to see what happens in the future, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do this. Ooh, here we go.
Write your poem, dude.
Poem time. I think defeat. Oh shit.
Ooh.
Oh, these are the same as before. So, alone maybe? Shit. Journey. I know that one. Philosophy.
Yeah.
Extreme. Crimson. Not nibble. I love nibble, but we're gonna fester. Hurt. Shit. Effulgent. Unrestrained. Contamination.
Dang, dude, you're killing it.
Oh yeah. Misery. No, not misery. Nightgown. Shit.
Ooh.
Frightening. Determination. Entropy.
Determination.
So she likes just big words in general.
Yeah, that's usually what I do to pick her.
Inferno. Not bouncy. Afterimage. Eternity. I'm figuring this out now. Intellectual. Kitty. Melancholy. Death. No, secretive. Death
Good
was
job.
Sayori, wasn't it?
I think so.
Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Pibby.
Yo, Sayori.
Okay, Mom, have fun. Love you too.
Yo, Sayori! Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in the good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry.
Same.
Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
Eh? That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Eh? Why that all of a sudden?
Why that all of a sudden, yeah. No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Oh, she was trying to bum some food.
Yeah.
I knew it! I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. I like Sayori. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one other thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves one option.
Wah! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Pibbly to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution.
Goo?
I didn't mean that. I just got absorbed into my book. Ooh. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that.
We should get like a that's counter.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori.
Take a shot every time somebody says that.
I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let
her fool you.
Oh, fuck.
Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if you weren't for the cupcakes.
Truth.
So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori.
Oh
my god!
God!
What? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and so did somebody throw like a paper airplane at her?
I don't know. Ow. What was... A cookie?
Natsuki? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic.
Nice.
Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
I like Sayori. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a huge bite. Just a big ass bite.
So good.
Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot just over just one cookie.
She's having like a revelation. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why don't you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Hehe.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Ah, jeez.
Dude, gosh dang it.
I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a big bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you just seriously do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. She's dead.
Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay.
Oh no.
She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she's a... I wouldn't be surprised.
What, a boyfriend?
She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me?
I mean, she was initially best girl.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I'm just glad you're not dead, honestly. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up, anyway? Well, my last period study today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica.
I don't really. I'm kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica.
That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool! That sounds rad as fuck! I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Pibby. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. That's where she keeps her manga, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I was kind of just waiting for you.
If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started?
Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention yourself as well.
Ooh. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. You know the one.
Uh-huh. Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in the teacher's desk, and then we'll go and get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher?
Thanks.
I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not? Shall we go then?
Yeah. Where are you two off to? Eh? Yuri was gonna make some tea, so... I suddenly realize how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, ain't it? That's...
Monica, please mind your own business for once.
Oh shit.
Or do you want me to tell... Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Pibby in club activities?
Goo? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that.
Humph. Then let's go, Pibby.
Yeesh, Yuri. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Oh, she is a yandere. She's totally a yandere.
You think she's gonna, kill you or something?
Not me. She was about to, throw down with Monica. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without
thinking.
Same.
How could I say something like that?
Yuri.
Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that.
Pibby. How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me?
'Cause I think you're cool.
I want to have sex with you.
I mean, that seems to be the goal of this
Yeah.
character. It's just a big ol' horn dog. Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane.
Ugh. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that?
Terrible as what? I mean, why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that?
Friend, you say?
Ouch. We just dropped a bomb on her. Yuri lifts her head.
Pibby, I really like being friends with you.
Ah ha ha ha. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway.
Yeah. Shall we go?
Yup. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return it to the classroom.
Pibby, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get that teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do it any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert in tea or anything. Oh, wait. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. It's, Rule Britannia.
Rule... What?
Yeah. She's humming Rule Britannia.
Oh, okay.
You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway.
Ooh. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Pippi. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Pippi, I have another request.
I'll do it.
Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Sure. Why, though?
It's a little bit easier on my back.
Okay.
I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain very regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Don't talk about her boobs, don't talk about her boobs. Is that so? No wonder, I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because of my huge chest.
Big ol' boobies.
My...
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Poor posture?
Yes. I have terrible reading posture.
Sweet.
So that's why I should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, we're touching.
I can't see too well.
Goo? Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are actually touching.
Oh, dude.
How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with my hand like that's not holding the book. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest.
Whoa.
No, meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing, as he's like, just sweating, just like beet red. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. Goo. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay. I won't take any.
Yeah? Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
That's a cute picture.
Yeah?
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm was practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case... Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Aw, look at that. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Aw!
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Pibby.
Gomenasai. I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do.
Definitely friends do that.
Right?
I mean, not really in this kind of context, but sure. That's all it was.
Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything.
Oh my gosh, I see. This is getting a little steamy. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her that she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. Goo.
Good.
Sorry. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Ooh-ah. Ooh-ah. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Pibby, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yup. Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up.
You want to see first?
Ooh, who do you want to see first? Probably Natsuki, right?
Sure.
Alright. Alright.
I liked your last one better.
Yeah, really?
Well, yeah, I can tell you were a little more daring with this one, but you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat.
Aw. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out.
I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy or add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Yuri's head over heels for this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through this BS. Ha! Making your readers look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all.
I guess that's one way to look at it. Well, everyone
Has their own opinion. But my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that one out already.
She's feisty.
Yeah, she is.
I like her.
Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg pretty bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. And the world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone.
How do you feel about that one?
I feel like that spiders is just like an allegory for like anything potentially that you don't agree with.
Yeah.
I like that. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No, I think Natsuki has the best poems.
Yeah, I really do like that one.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies.
Yeah.
And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree with the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can't be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid people find out and make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it.
Alright, next up we'll go with Sayori.
Ooh. I like this one, Pippi. It has some nice feelings in it.
I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both.
It's not very helpful, you know.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feeling things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Yeah. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems.
You like stuff about like psychosis and things like that. Don't you play me, I know who you are.
Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too.
That's right.
Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right?
Bittersweet?
What's the word I'm looking for?
Hey, oh my gosh!
Good job, dude! Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad? Impossible. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's cool. And make a nice happy rainbow.
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
Yeah, it is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Bibby.
Hey, no problem.
I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Battles. I pop off my scalp and like the lid of a cookie jar. That's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're off shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
I like that one.
Sounds a lot like Sayori. She tries so hard to please everybody, but it leaves her feeling kind of hollow.
Exactly.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? It's definitely different from last poem.
Yep. Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
It's good. Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out so good, you should probably be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah. Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. You know what? I can relate. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright.
Yuri or Monica?
Let's save Yuri for last.
Okay.
Hi again, Pibby! How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Goo. Alright. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? Yeah. I guess so. Can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Mm-hmm. Sadly, it's hard to get that much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Yeah. You completely misunderstood. Ahaha, ahaha. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend.
What?
Wait, what? A fictional one anyway. Oh.
Okay.
Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me.
Gonna load her, dude?
I mean, I don't really have the option now, do I?
Nope.
It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I like hers. They are really abstract.
They are.
She like plays with the concept of a poem.
Mm-hmm.
It's very postmodern. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Yeah.
Good job.
You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Aha! That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Last up is Yuri.
Let's go.
Love me. Let's see what you've written for today. Alright. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Pibby, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you about the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Knees weak. Arms spaghetti.
Arms spaghetti. I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you.
The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human.
Yep.
I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious was well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an image?
My urge?
An urge. The moon the moon increments its place and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again.
What do you think this one's about?
She's the raccoon? So she mentioned the raccoon and urge. So is she giving into her dark temptations? Is that like what it's saying?
But what are her dark temptations?
The D?
Maybe.
Could be.
I'll tell you, I've never read this poem before, because I played through this game twice. And the first time I went through the Natsuki route, the second time I did Sayori. And by this time, Yuri's mad at you if you had chosen Natsuki or Sayori in the fight. Then she just doesn't talk to you anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. But knowing what I know, it's pretty good. I like it.
This is gonna come back later?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I don't want to say it, but I kind of preferred Natsuki's today.
Yeah, dude.
I like this one, and I feel like this is foreshadowing, which is great. But I liked Natsuki's.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. You dense motherfucker.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express it the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies.
So you've never gone the Yuri route before?
No.
This is gonna get fresh real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
In those sorts of things, I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest?
She did?
Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common.
That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that.
Don't worry, I have no reason to.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things.
Damn straight.
Writing, listening.
Just those two.
Yeah.
There really aren't many people like you, Pibbly.
Pibbly? That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just Pibby.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writings. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that.
It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room...
Is this one about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing.
Performing? Monica.
Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event, but the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting it all on the posters in case anybody wants to prepare ahead of time.
Ehe.
Sayori, who's been coloring a coloring book, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not that bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going out performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys.
No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all that takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I'm fucking in. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright!
Phew! Thanks, Natsuki! What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice. Aha! That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way! Monica, this is all too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Ahaha, of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica.
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Oh, that's how you know she likes those words.
Yep.
Got that figured out, though. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading off the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her. We were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Ooh.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori?
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it.
Good job, Sayori.
Even Pippi likes it. I guess that's good a sign.
What does that mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
Yeah? I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might even need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know?
Okay!
Now, who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Pibby. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Pibby lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Preach.
Natsuki.
It's fine, I know what I am. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me?
Literally because you're about to give a fucking poem. You're about to read a poem. Thank you, Monica, because you're presenting.
Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Ah, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it works, so...
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica... I was gonna say, is he a decent human being now? Is he doing it for the club? No. It's still for Monica.
Yeah.
And I'll have to do my best.
Sorry.
Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Hehehe.
Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
Must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Pibby. You don't have to say it.
Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
Walk home with her. What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Okay, should we save?
Go for it.
Alright. We can't just, bounce on Sayori, right?
Yeah, but... You're also, you're committed to Yuri.
Oh, no. Yeah, I don't want to be a player. Okay, to be fair, if we were playing as this character who is, a complete scumbag, from the very beginning, he fucking hated Sayori.
Yeah.
So if we're playing truthful to this guy, if we're being the real Pibby,
go Yuri.
We have to be Sayori, I literally don't care whether you live or die. Because that's how this started, we gotta kind of ride that out, I guess.
Is that what you want, though?
No, it's not what I want. It's what Pibby would want.
Okay.
We would all walk together.
You think so?
All 5 of us. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Sayori. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? Because you like her, you dumb nut? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so...
Isn't she so beautiful and smart?
Yeah.
And better than me?
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
You admitted it.
Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never gonna happen.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it.
Okay, she's being really supportive.
Yeah.
She's being a good friend.
It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
Oh, need you? Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling very awkward.
Oh, she
But
hates you now, dude.
I'm so sorry, Sayori. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. I really want that lady. Or Pibby really wants that lady.
Uh-huh.
But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time?